The content of this build video was possible thanks to early access from EA. Hello, welcome back to another speed build with Frimlin, and this is a vet clinic in Selvadorada. Like usual for me, it's a restricted pack build, so I use the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, the Jungle Adventure game pack, and my first pet stuff pack to decorate it. I have wanted to build a vet clinic in Selvadorada for a little while now, because when you go on vacation, if your pet gets sick, you will need a vet clinic nearby to take it to, otherwise you have to end your vacation and go all the way back home. So that would kind of suck. So I thought it would be good to do one for my game at least, and then of course I can share it with you guys. So here it is. And yeah, you have to kind of sacrifice one lot in Selvadorada for this, but I think it's worth it, and I don't really mind if it means that there isn't as many other tourists vacationing with me when I'm here with one of my families. So it was nice to get early access to this stuff pack, and actually I didn't expect it because I'm not a very big YouTuber. I thought that maybe I had my one and only chance with Jungle Adventure, and I don't know if you know, but I actually got early access to that during my birthday weekend, and I completely sacrificed my birthday to building and video editing. I spent the whole weekend editing and testing and stuff like that, and I didn't celebrate at all, and in hindsight I just thought, why did I do that? But the thing is, when you get the early access, I thought I better put in a good effort, otherwise people who don't have the access will look at me and they'll be, annoyed with me. But you can't really stop what other people think, and I really busted my gut last weekend, or a couple of weekends ago, for Jungle Adventure, and I wasn't sure in the end that it was really such a good idea to have done that. So because this is a stuff pack, although I had lots of really big plans for it, this is my only early video, and I'm going to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the pack, because I did want to do some kind of build and buy review, and I might still, who knows, but I have another build I also want to do, but it's not going to be an early build. I just don't really have the time to do that. It's just not possible, so please don't judge me, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, so my first pet stuff pack. It's a stuff pack. It's not kind of required. It's not a required purchase, is what I'm trying to say. It's completely optional, and from what I believe, that's what stuff packs are supposed to be. And like stuff packs, it's got some stuff that's in build and buy, and some other stuff that's in create a sim or create a pet in some cases. And some of it's going to appeal to some of you, and some of it's not. It's just the same with every stuff pack. I mean, maybe somebody likes everything in every stuff pack, but I've got to say I don't. Some things definitely appeal to me more than others. As a builder, a lot of the building stuff, of course, appeals to me in all the stuff packs, and I'm always looking at the furniture in particular, and looking for new wallpapers and floor coverings. I also am a player. I love playing the game. I find it very relaxing, as if you're a regular viewer. So it's nice to get some new stuff in Create a Sim as well. But although I did buy Cats and Dogs expansion pack, I don't really like the idea of dressing my cats and dogs. I wouldn't do it in the real world, and I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me in game either. But I think it's a nice fun inclusion. It's only a couple of costumes from what I could see, and they're very well made, like all Max's stuff, but they're kind of comic-y, and I'm not really a massive comic player. I like a bit of realism in my game, Whether I achieve that or not is another thing. So yeah, I pretty much mostly judge a stuff pack on the building stuff that it brings, the furniture and the exterior building stuff that it brings. There isn't anything exterior wise in this pack, so this is why this build, for example, is using other packs for the exterior. I'm using Cats and Dogs expansion pack windows here, and the wall covering and the fences and the freezers on the outside are all from Jungle Adventure Game Pack. Before I give my kind of verdict on this stuff pack, I've just got to say that I tend to buy all packs anyway, even if I can't really afford them. I just really love the game, and there's usually something in each pack that I do like, or I don't find the style of a pack so offensive that I won't get it. And there has been, like in Sims 3, there was a few things that I didn't get because I thought they were like way over the top. I think there was a pack called Sweet Treats or something like that. I couldn't bear to get it. I just didn't like the style of the furniture. So, how do I feel about this pack? Well, I would have got it anyway, basically, if I hadn't got it for early access. I think the reason I would have got it is because of the pet that comes along with the pack. It's a rodent of about 4 different flavors. I think it's like hamster, pygmy hedgehog, the little kind of fictional Boobalus, and is it a mouse? I don't know, something else like that. That probably would have swayed me to buy it because I just think that's kind of cool. But actually, a lot of the items I don't think are really my style, and I probably would have been on the fence about this stuff pack. And like I said earlier, I don't ever dress my Sims pets with different costumes, so that wouldn't have appealed to me either. There is a couple of nice hairstyles with the pack, which definitely would have appealed to me and would have been part of what swayed me to buy it in the end. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. It's got stuff I really like and stuff that I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And I think that's pretty much how stuff packs are supposed to be, and some of them are going to appeal to you more than others. And basically, why am I saying it like this? Well, because I saw a lot of the reaction. I saw there was a lot of people, upset with the pack. And, so I know that not everyone wants to get this pack for various different reasons, but one thing I have seen is people saying that it looks like leftovers from an expansion pack, but it has a full stuff pack's worth of content in it, and I've come to that conclusion after comparing it with the other stuff packs. For example, just the build and buy items. In this stuff pack, there are about 35, and then the stuff pack with the most amount of build and buy items looks like Laundry Day with about 48, but then there was stuff packs like Luxury Party stuff that had, 12 items, if I'm reading this correctly, and most of them have between like 20 and 35 or so. So this pack has an average to higher amount of build and buy content, and I didn't do the same kind of comparison with the Creators Sim kind of content, but it looks comparable with the other packs. So it's definitely a stuff pack's amount of content, and if it would have been included in Cats and Dogs expansion as well, then they would have had to exclude other stuff that we got with that pack, because these things cost money, and you can't add this stuff to an expansion pack and not expect for the something to have been taken out to make that possible, because companies make money by selling stuff. And I'm not trying to deliberately defend EA just because I got early access. If you know me already, you know that I have worked as a game designer for almost 10 years and also as a community manager in games companies for about 8 years or so. So I'm pretty loyal to the games industry, and I'm aware that things cost, because people have to get their salaries from somewhere. People have to be able to, go home and feed their kids. And, I'm not a complete innocent. I know that corporations also pay back their investors as well. That's just the way companies work. So I know that not all the money goes back into the staff or into development, but that's how companies work, and it's the harsh reality of this world. But yeah, so I don't think that this stuff pack is like the ends of an expansion pack that were left over. I don't think that they made too much for that expansion pack and now they're trying to sell it to us. And I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but we're both welcome to our opinion. I'm not trying to change your opinion, I'm just giving you mine. But yeah, I think just as long as people can be respectful of each other's opinions, then that's cool. And yeah, I do respect your opinion if you don't think this stuff pack's worth it, but I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, I'm on the fence about it. There's stuff that I do like about it, but I'm not jumping up and down about this pack, to be honest. But there are a few cool things, and that's pretty much the case for most stuff packs. There are things that I like about them all, and things that I'm like, meh. And yeah, at the end of the day, if you can't afford it, just don't get it, because obviously you need to be able to pay your bills and feed your family. I mean, these are all very important things, and I would never advocate, buying a stuff pack rather than doing something with your money that's much more important for your life. This is like optional content. I mean, all of it is. All of the download content is optional. Anyhow, so yeah, I have used a little bit of the stuff pack stuff already in the bathroom. I'm sorry I didn't talk about it while I was going past it. Those sofas that I'm adding now, both the ones in the window and the ones just there, are also from the stuff pack. But this flooring, the wall covering, and these lights are all from the Jungle Adventure game pack. And I use that because, well, like I said earlier, there just isn't any wallpaper or lights, ceiling lights at least, or flooring in this pack. It's pretty much just interior stuff, interior like furniture, that kind of stuff. There's a bit of wall decoration. There's these floor lamps that I was just placing. They're kind of cat-shaped, kind of like elongated, super tall cat shape. There's some nice toys. There's a few pieces of furniture, like the sofas that I've shown. And then, of course, there's the rodent in a cage. But, it's a stuff pack, so there isn't a lot of furniture. There isn't a lot of different build and buy stuff. But, there's an average amount, and it's on the generous side compared to other stuff packs. A lot of stuff packs had around 20 to 30 build and buy items. But, yeah, this is 35. And like I said, not as much as Laundry Day stuff, but still a very generous amount. So yeah, those wall decorations that I'm adding with the little cats and dogs in them, they're from the stuff pack, and I would say they're one of my favorite additions actually in this pack. Also this painting or set of paintings is also from the stuff pack, and I like that too. The one I just placed, the little cat and this little dog, and the goldfish and cat that I'm placing now, they're all from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. But yeah, the ones that come along with the stuff pack I think are quite fun, and I definitely would use them again. This mirror is from the pack, and so is this table. And it's a pretty bog standard kind of table, but it's alright. This little bookcase that I've just added is also from the stuff pack, and it's definitely more of a kind of a kid's design, as are these little chairs that also came along with the pack. But I think they're fun, and I would use them again, absolutely. This pet's what do you call it, jungle gym? I don't know what you'd call it straight off the top of my head. It came along with the stuff pack and I like it. But you know, it isn't really that much different from the one in the expansion pack. So, and then here we have the rodents in a cage, and they're quite cool. And this is a coffee table. That's also a goldfish bowl. Apparently, you can't put fish into it. It comes with its own fish inside it already. So it's basically just a decorative item. It's not really functional, but it's cool. I like it. I'm not sure how often I'll use it, but we'll see. I definitely would use it a lot more than some of the other items. So we also get a new kids activity table, which I've just placed there, and it's reasonably nice. And here's one of the more fun parts of the pack, is this kind of tube that you can kind of connect up on the wall, and it's all different types of colors and different shapes, and you can connect it however you like. And I can imagine there's going to be some really colorful builds using this wall decoration. But hey, I had a little fun with it. I was just kind of placing it here to show you it. But yeah, it's a fun little wall decoration. So yeah, I used about 2/3 of the stuff in the build buy of the stuff pack, and I thought it was pretty good. It's optional like every stuff pack, and yeah, I hope you enjoy my vet clinic. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for another video. Take care and goodbye.